Alright, what is up, my dudes? Here we are today with a slightly weird Razorback deck. So this is like an aggro GDI Razorback deck. We've got Strongarm in there, which obviously... Strongarm's alright, but it's just not worth playing over Liang pretty much ever. We're not playing Mohawks, we're playing Orca instead. So this is much more of a hit and run. Much more of a hit and run deck than a normal Razorback deck, which tries to maintain a single position. We can still do the combo of Jump Jet Razorback, which is pretty good. But obviously doesn't shoot up, so it's a little bit weaker to certain things. Our anti-air is a little weak, actually. We only have Pitbull and Talon. So we do lose to, like, Banshee spam. But we'll give it a go and see how it goes.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we're going to go Harvester first. That might be worse than going Rifles first, I'm not sure. Another issue with this deck is you want to open Rifles, but then you don't have missiles. So if you open Rifles and see, like, a War Factory rush or a Laser Drone rush, you don't have access to missiles to defend it. War Factory is less of an issue because Jump Jets can beat War Factory, but like an air rush, you don't have really anything to fight that. Alright, so we're gonna go third rifle. We really wanna be charging the missile, although I say that as I stall the missile, so that's pretty stupid. We do have Pitbull, so we'll respond to this Talon with Pitbull. And these rifles are pretty much dead at this point. They're not going to be useful. They're taking too much damage, so I'm just trying to get some value out of them by finishing off his rifles. Now, I'm kind of expecting an Orca fairly soon. Oh, it's Jump Jets. Okay. So, against Jump Jets, I want to go air. Could just go Rifles, but I'm going to get a Talon of my own, because then it fights his Talons. If I go Rifles, then his Talons come out, and then it, becomes an awkward thing where I have to fight that. Oh, and look at that. He's gone Snipers, so the Talon ends up being even better than it was before. Alright, so he's going after my Harvester for some reason. I'm going to ignore it until I fire the missile. And now I've secured the missile, I can send a Talon to deal with the Jump Jets on my Harv. Alright, cool. So we fire the missile. I want to protect this Pitbull if we can. These Talons to shut down these Jump Jets. He doesn't look like he has a great answer to Talon. It looks like he was just using Talon to fight Talon. Yeah, okay. So he's a double Harvester deck who just uses Talon to fight air in the early game. Which means he doesn't actually have a good answer to my own, like, other person Talon. Like, my Talons are something he can't really deal with early game. You never want to be relying on a mirror match to win a fight. Like, if you don't have a good counter to something, then that's always really super awkward. Because you can see here how I just have Pitbull support, and he doesn't. So I win the Talon mirror by a lot, because I just support it with Pitbulls. And he can't move his Talons into my Talons, because I'll win, because I'm on defense. And we'll pop a turret, and that should be an easy missile, and that should be game. And this is one of the issues with tech decks. Your early game tends to be weak, because you don't have access to all your units.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we're gonna get some rifly boys out first. See what's up. He has rifly boys as well. I'm not sure. That looks pretty close. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be almost a dead tie. Second rifle ASAP. Yeah, these two look like they're gonna tie. Alright, let's get set up here. Maybe I win by one shot? Nope, exact tie. Alright, so we'll get second rifle. Can't move in here. Alright, he moved into us, that's great. We're gonna win this fight now easily. He's also focus firing, which is a misplay in the rifle mirror. Just split fire, not focus fire in the rifle mirror, because now he has this Half-Life squad that's useless. And he killed off my squad, so I'm able to build a new one sooner. Alright, so now I need to be worried about a tech switch, because we've clearly won. Yeah, there's the Razorback, no surprise. I don't know if it's going to be... We'll pop a turret here to buy us time, yeah. The Razorback did manage to clear out our rifles in time, but we have Talon. Talon is one of the few ways to really punish a Razorback tech switch. So we're able to do that. Focus fire these guys. A little bit of turret support here means we should win this fight easily as well. And we'll get a Pitbull now. The reason I'm going Pitbull is because I'm expecting him to go Pitbull. Yep, there it is. These Talons aren't that valuable. I'm happy to trade them in to finish off the Razorback. And then we'll spam some Pitbulls for a little bit. We also have Jump Jets that we could make if we wanted to. But at the moment, what you need to worry about is killing his missiles. So we're going to go Razorback of our own. And we'll 2v1 his Pitbull. And make more of our own Pitbulls. A lot of the time, these Razorback mirrors come down to Pitbull spam. And yeah, it looks like we're going to win this missile pretty easily. And that's the game. Good job, team.
Missile launched. You are victorious. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's go rifles.
Harvester
And then we
ready.
see nothing coming in, so we get harvester.
Infantry ready.
Nothing interesting from our opponent yet.
Awaiting orders.
No building yet. I'm gonna get a second rifleman because he just isn't doing anything. So by the time he does something, I should be able to build my third unit. And we'll send this guy over to scout. Actually doing nothing, okay.
Rifleman ready.
I guess we wait. There's second half, so we're going to try and block it, and we'll get some jump jets. And he's gone air tower. Sure, why not?
JJ here.
Talon, sure. So we'll block out this harvester for a little while. His jump jets are obviously not going to be great now he's got the Talon. So we're going to go Pitbull.
Building online.
Should be able to fire this missile reasonably easily.
Missile
He does stall it, unfortunately. We'll send this down to the harvester, and we'll get another Pitbull to go
Unit
top.
ready.
Orca. Ugh, hate to see Orca here.
Unit lost.
That's obviously going to kill our Pitbull, and we don't have missiles. I think I was saying earlier that Orca is a bit of an issue. Like that kind of, we just don't have good anti-air, we don't have missiles, so our anti-air is really weak early game. So we have to go Talon to fight it.
Unit ready.
Alright, cool. So he could have fired that missile at us. He messed up pretty badly to not get that missile, honestly. Like he kept moving off of the pad when he had it covered. So yeah, we're kind of lucky to have won that missile. And that's just because our early game sucks. Like our early game anti-air is terrible. Because we have to open all three of our buildings to have good anti-air.
Ready for action. Rifleman awaiting orders.
Okay, so now he's sending rifles into Talons. Obviously Talons will win on defense. And we'll make some more Talons to fight his Talons. It might be similar to the previous guy we played where he doesn't actually have a good answer to Talon because he only uses Talon to fight Talon. So actually, if we just spam Talons... Wow, he's iron cannoning a rifle squad. Sure, man, rifleman down. Very weird play to iron cannon a rifle squad. Yeah, looks like this guy can't really beat Talons in the early game. So we just make Talons and we should win.
Unit lost.
Alright, cool. He should have won that first missile, to be fair, and then we're probably in trouble because he makes tech, but...
Unit lost.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2.
Okay, so up against Nod, I want to scout more often than I do against GDI. Although on Battlefield, I'm kind of incentivized to just start charging the missile ASAP.
Harvester ready.
Ready to collect.
Alright, so he's got militants. We'll set up here.
Unit
And
ready.
second rifle ASAP. Is he going to try and 2v1 me? No. Okay, well we got defense on this fight as well, so we're going to win this up here.
Unit ready.
And I'm going third rifle because this rifle is fighting, so probably needs to be replaced. Now, because I win this fight, because we run defense, I have this extra half rifleman squad, so I can push in against this guy. And he goes Catalyst Gunship. I probably should have gone Talon here instead of Pitbull, that was a misplay. Pitbull is good against Catship, obviously, but Talon would have been better. Because they just can't shoot it at all, and the laser drones would be irrelevant. I mean, laser drones are kind of irrelevant against Pitbull as well. Alright, cool. So we kill the Catship and the laser drones pretty easily.
Nuclear warhead launched.
And we're looking to go Talon now as soon as possible.
Unit lost.
Oh man, I walked into that, that was stupid.
Unit
Alright, let's get the Talons out. Talon on defense will beat the lasers, and obviously it beats both his air units. Ooh, bikes. Oh, we got Pitbull for the bikes, so that's not too bad.
unit ready.
Does get some damage on our Talon though, which sucks. We're gonna... I don't want a turret, but I want a turret behind this guy instead of just on him. But yeah, we'll wait until this space here is clear. And we want a turret there.
Defense online.
Wow, that turret ended up being terrible. Alright, nice. He did go into the turret, so he gets some value, but yeah, it wasn't great. Turret, the last hit point nerf on turret I think was too much. Like, turret just isn't that good anymore because it's so easy to kill. Okay, well, I'm feeling pretty good about our chances here. We got 3 Pitbulls on this bottom pad.
Missile
Alright,
launched.
cool.
Enemy base destroyed. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, rifles first as always.
Rifleman
Harvester
No
ready.
rush, so we go half. And we see laser opening. Alright, so laser opening indicates to me that he's probably going to have either chems or flames. Chems maybe because he's Jade, but opening lasers with chems is kind of insane. Fanatics, that's surprising. Normally, I would say don't open... Like, this is... Watch this fight here between the rifles and the fanatics. Like, this is why you shouldn't open with fanatics as your anti-infantry, because they cost 30, and riflemen kind of dump on them super hard.
Unit lost.
Like, if you're on defense with riflemen, they do really well. Now, once this guy gets boosted, is when he'll shred me.
Building online.
Like, once these guys start boosting each other, that's when the fanatics go insane. But that requires 2 fanatics. And now he's spent so much money tech switching that... Well, sorry, not tech switching. He spent so much money on just the fanatics that hopefully the Talon tech switch should beat him. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. He spent so much on these fanatics, he can't afford to counter my Talons.
Infantry ready. On my way. Unit ready. Motors are flying out. Rifle weapon systems online.
Unit
Alright, we'll just keep making Talons for now. If he doesn't show me a good answer to Talon, I'll just keep making Talon. Like, if Laser is the best he has, then there's no reason to stop making Talons.
Online.
This is a play you'll see people making quite a lot. Okay, so he does have Phantom. Phantom's not actually a great answer to Talon, because it costs 100, and if you need to kill like 4 Talons to make back your money.
lost.
So you see how I just spam Talons against the Phantom, and it ends up dying without... It killed like 3 Talons, didn't even make back the cost of the Phantom. So yeah, this is something you'll see like high rank players do quite a lot. If their opponent just doesn't show them a decent answer to a unit, they just keep making that unit. And this guy could not beat Talon, so I just kept making Talon.
Unit you are victorious. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Alright, let's see what Nick is up to with his bold boy Solomon. Don't see anything, so I'm gonna go half.
Pistols are calling.
Alright, there's a half, double half, alright. I don't think we can get there in time to block it, so I'm just gonna chill on the pad, make sure we're charging the missile. And we're gonna get a second rifleman to charge whilst I get to go scout his base. He doesn't know what my first unit is either, because I haven't shown it to him. Like, this is another reason, like, don't show your opponent your first unit, because then they can counter it a lot easier. Alright, so he goes shots, we'll set up 2 guys on defense and immediately tech switch. Normally I'd say don't tech switch first, because your opponent can counter it. But if your opponent is double half, you need to keep pressure on. So then you have to tech switch quite aggressively.
Unit ready.
Alright, we're gonna go second Talon, because these shocks I think will actually beat the rifles.
Unit
Oh, maybe not.
lost.
Alright, here comes an opposing Talon, we just retarget it and get a 2v1. Alright, easy. So now he's probably just gonna go into tech units. Trying to decide if I want to build anything. Yeah, his tech lab's already open. I might just wait and see what his tech unit is, because if I spend some money on something to harass the harvester and then a tech unit comes out that I can't deal with, that's a really big problem. So I'm just gonna wait and see what he does. Wolverine. Okay, I guess we'll make a pitbull.
Building online.
Ready for deployment. People ready to buy. Motors are spinning. Reporting. Weapon systems. People ready for deployment.
This deck is quite cheap. Like, everything in this deck is pretty cheap. So actually, any tech units are a problem for us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and block out this Wolverine for a bit. Like, you can see how the Wolverine is actually beating my Pitbull 1v1. Like, that's a big problem for me.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Alright, so the turret plus the Talon takes care of that, and then we just put a Pitbull on that top pad and we should win the game. Yeah, just block this guy out and that's game over.
Missile
Cool.
launched.
Could have gone Orca if we'd needed a lot of extra damage in a short space of time. We could have spent money on Orcas to blow these up.
Objective complete.
Probably should have made at least 1 Orca, but it was fine. Pitbull's had it covered.
3, 2, 1. New objective
Okay, so get some
available.
rifly boys. See what King Camaro is up to. No rush, so we'll make a harvester.
Calling.
And we see he has a harvester. And nothing else yet, so I'm gonna wait. Alright, second half, we'll go second rifle. Again, I don't think I can make it there in time to block. Not on this map. So we go second rifle and we go scout his base, get some information. He's got a barracks and he's got lasers, so we'll make a third rifle. The fact he's made a barracks means he's probably gonna make flamers or chems next. So we're just gonna make some rifles.
Let's gun him down. Move, move, move.
Nothing yet. Maybe Chem Buggy. He might transition into Chem Buggy. If he does, we'll be ready with the Orca. Nope, just gonna give us the first missile. Alright, sure.
Building online.
Oh god, a Banshee. Well, punished. Last game I was saying about how I didn't want to build a unit because then I wouldn't be able to respond to a unit. And this is exactly the kind of thing I was talking about. Like, I now can't respond to this Banshee, or to these two Banshees, because I built this Orca. And now he can go attack my Harvester and there's nothing I can do about it. Also, as I said at the start of the video, Banshee is actually a bit of a problem for this deck, because I have no unit that beats a Banshee 1v1. So I can send the Talon, and it fights the Banshee and loses, and I can't stop him killing my Harvester because I'm pop capped. Maybe I should let him kill my, maybe I should let him kill the Orca. Get rid of the pop cap. Anyway, he gets my halve, but the game is about to be over, so, you know, Rockworm, that's not going to be anywhere near in time. The game's just already over. Nice, Jade missile as always. There you see Jade doing what Jade does best, which is absolutely nothing, and the game's over.
Enemy base destroyed. 3,
Okay.
2, 1. New objective.
Let's get some rifles.
Ready for action.
Some jacked GDI infantry. Oh, militants. Oh no! Oh, I didn't mean to go rifles. I meant to go harvester. Okay, never mind. At least we guarantee defensive position with the double rifle start.
Harvester ready.
And we definitely get charging the missile, which is maybe good, maybe not, depending on what our opponent's playing. The fact he's playing Seth means it's less likely that he's a tech deck. You don't normally play Seth with tech.
Unit
I'm gonna go third rifle. Okay, nice. Oh, if I get punished if he doesn't go third militant there, basically.
Unit ready. Report.
Oh, this has gone poorly for me. This has gone very poorly for me indeed.
unit lost.
Yeah, I got a little bit punked on that one. I'm actually gonna pop a turret here just to guarantee we win this
Unit lost.
early rifle fight.
Unit lost.
Leading the way. Open
I don't have to worry about this guy. He'll die eventually.
rifle marching or reporting.
And this turret means he can't stop me. Seth? Seth is not going to be quick enough, my dude.
Lost.
Let's back up a little bit.
Launched.
Alright, cool. We'll get a Razorback,
Unit lost.
and then we'll see what he does to counter Razorback. I'm actually just going to follow up immediately with jump jets, just on the assumption it's going to be bites.
Lost.
You can be my wingman. Ready, JJT? Yes, Commander.
I really hope it's not Banshee. That's the one I have the biggest trouble dealing with. Stealth tank, that's fine. Stealth tank is fine. We can use jump jet wall to defend against stealth tank, no problem. So now it's just like playing the missile wall, except actually the jump jets are better. Well, maybe not better, they're more expensive, but they kill the stealth tank easier than missiles would. Oh, he's going for my half? Alright, good for you, man. Let me know how it goes. Ah, not so great. Sad times. Another stealth tank. Set up the jump jet wall again. Alright, so it looks like jump jet Razorback is going to beat this guy pretty hard. Alright, cool.
Defense online. Missile launched. Defense lost. You are victorious. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so against Nod again. Rifles first. I want to get the scout on. Don't see any rush, so we get Harvester. And we'll see what he's up to. Wheels. Alright, so against Wheels, normally we'd want to go missiles here. Obviously we can't do that because we have jump jets instead. Jump jets are not great at going into Wheels, honestly. They're kind of the same as missiles, but they cost twice as much. So against a War Factory opening, I would rather just go straight into Pitbull, I think. Obviously leaves us pretty weak in the early game. This is why, you know, lots of decks play missiles, especially Razorback decks, but it's okay. So we go Pitbull. Hopefully he doesn't have Scorpion, although we have the jump jets, so once we get past the early game, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna get a second rifle for these missiles, because this one's gonna get eaten by wheels, so that's pretty obviously gonna happen. But it's not a big deal, because we get to kill all the wheels while it's happening. Alright, and now he's got some Fanatics, so I want to get a Razorback. Of course, going multiple tech buildings this early is expensive, so we barely managed to get the units out in time. But we do manage it, and we're going to fire the missile, so very nice. Alright, now we want to go jump jets. This Pitbull actually should have been jump jets, but whatever. Shade. Ugh. Alright, Shade is pretty rough for me.
Unit lost.
I guess we just spam pitbulls until he makes an answer to a good answer to pitbull. Shade is not a great answer to pitbull. It's fine.
Unit ready.
Again, this is a situation where I really want missiles, but I just don't have them. I could go Talon, but then he has loads of bikes nearby, so it's better to keep making pitbulls, I think.
Unit lost.
Might need to make a Talon just because these shades are causing a lot of problems. Oh, run away from the self tank. Oh, rip. All right, now we need jump jets to deal with the stealth tank.
Unit lost.
Yeah, we're just gonna make a bunch of jump jets now. There goes the shade. And we will turret as soon as I get a good opportunity. I think I'll just pop it here.
Defense online.
Looking pretty strong though. I don't think he can deal with these jump jets in a reasonable time. Yeah, cool. These jump jets are definitely game over. We'll just make some more jump jets as well. Yeah, easy.
Nuclear warhead launched.
Very nice, Mr. Jump Jets.
Unit lost. Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Your objective
Rifles
ahead.
again, as always.
Riflemen, lead the way.
Don't see any rush, so we go
Harvester
Harvester.
ready.
Harvester ready to collect.
Wheels. Okay, so again, really don't want to go jump jets against wheels because they're just not very efficient at it. I really want to tech switch. I'm going to try and stall the missile a little bit. It's obviously not going to manage for long. But the fact that we need to go 2 buildings, maybe 3 for first missile, means that we really need to
Building online.
get a little bit of stall. So we get the pitbull out.
Ready.
People are looking for action.
I hate doing this because I give up complete map control against his 2 wheels, and now he can counter my pitbull. If he has like a tank, it's pretty bad. He goes Fanatics. That's a really weird choice to go Fanatics here.
Ready.
I'm gonna make a second pitbull. Maybe he was expecting infantry, I don't know, but the Fanatics don't really do anything to the pitbull.
Unit ready.
So they're not great right now. There's the tank. Okay, the tank is definitely a problem. So we run the pitbulls away. He's going to try and get the double boost. 2 pitbulls will beat a tank if it's not double boosted. Obviously double boosted, I get absolutely crushed. Yeah, it's just not close. Like I said before, the tank is the worst case scenario
Launched.
after I go pitbull into the wheels. So yeah, I don't really think I can win that first missile, to be honest with you.
Online.
It's just not a it's not a winnable situation because like my answer to the tank is just nothing. Okay, so once we get our air online, we should be a lot better off because we can play jump jets plus Razorback. But obviously, Fnatic decks are just really, really strong, so it's a tough fight.
Lost.
So we get the Razorback, and now we're going to play Razorback plus Jump Jet Wall, similar to Missile Wall, but with Jump Jets that don't shoot up. Oh man, the Jump Jets have so little hit points, they just go down so quickly. And now there's like, this is a nightmare as well, because now there's a Phantom, which we can't kill with the Jump Jets. This is why the missiles are dramatically better than the Jump Jets in this spot. So we need to go Pitbull. I think we're just dead, to be honest with you. It's not looking good.
Unit ready.
We're on the pad. Alright, we're on the pad. Nice.
Lost.
Now we need to somehow get something else on this top pad. Go Talon, go.
Unit ready.
Alright, cool. So we're not quite dead, although it was very, very close. And a tank right now. Oh, an Inferno. That's not good either. Get the Talon over here. No, no, Talon. Ah, I can't click. Misclicks. Okay, yeah, we just misclicked ourselves out of the game, I think. Yeah, we just misclicked ourselves out of the game. It needed the Talon over here, and then, yeah, I just fucked it up.
Mission failed.
Alright, so there you go, guys. 9-1. As I said, the deck has some significant weaknesses. Opening rifles and only having access to jump jets is really, really bad. Like, you're terrible versus War Factory openers. And then we have no generic answer to anti-vehicle air, especially the Banshee, which 1v1s every single unit in our deck. Like, effectively. Like, it's not cost efficient against Pitbulls and Talons, but it does, Banshee will 1v1 everything in the deck. Also, the wheel into tank opening is we're really, really weak to that as well, because we need to get all 3 of our buildings open. We have no good anti-vehicle in our air tower. Like, we can't go into air tower against the wheels, which is what we want to do, because then we have access to our Razorbacks and our Talons. But Orca doesn't cut it. You can't make an Orca into double wheel opening. That's insane. So yeah, I think the deck has some serious weaknesses, and that last game really, really showed them off. But I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.